Hi friends, Miss Laura here. How are you today? We've been talking a lot about buildings that we live in. What about do you know of any other buildings in your neighborhood? Like maybe when you're walking around your neighborhood, do you see other buildings? And when you see those buildings, do you know what they're used for? Like when you walk into that building, what do you see? And what do you think that they're used for? Today I have a book to share with you. It's called Buildings, Buildings, Buildings. And this book was written by Judith Stamper. That's the author. And it looks like she's also the illustrator too. Let's take a look inside. What is a building? It's a big book. A building is a place that shelters people or things. Your community is full of all kinds of buildings. They provide a place for people to learn, work, shop, travel, or play. Look at all those buildings. Where is this boy going? Where is he going? You're right, he's going to school. A school is where we learn. Schools can be big or small. Let's take a look inside. What are these girls doing inside their school? Do you know what those are? What that is? Libraries are built for learning too. One thing all libraries have in common are lots of books. Let's take a look inside. There looks like a grandpa and a little girl taking out books. We do that with Mr. Bali. Do you know what that is? What does that look like? You can shop for food in a grocery store. A grocery store can be a little shop on the corner or a huge supermarket. Let's take a look inside. This is inside the supermarket. What are things that you find inside a supermarket? This is a post office. A post office, look what's inside. A lot of people don't really go to them anymore, but a post office is where you can drop off mail to send to people around the world. What does this look like? I see some letters, and this says emergency. What kind of buildings do you think say would mean that there's an emergency? Hospitals. Hospitals are buildings where doctors and nurses work. They have patient rooms and operating rooms and recovering rooms and lots of special equipment to help people who are sick. Let's take a look inside. What's happening here inside the hospital? Do we know who this is? What kind of person that is? And it looks like she's helping a little girl. How about this place? What's that? What do you see? An airport. Passengers get on and off the planes at this big building. This is called terminals. Let's take a look inside. This is inside an airport. You're going through the gates and you're going through security. Have you been in an airport? Here's another one. Some of you might have been in here. What does this look like? It's very round. It's got a really big glass window. Because it looks like I can see through the window. Can you see through the window? Millions of people love sports. Cheering fans go to a basketball arena or a ballpark or a football stadium. This one is a football stadium. American football. And all those people are there to watch the game. What does this building look like? Let's see if I can open it up a little bit more. What does this look like? This is a museum. Have you ever been to a museum? Sometimes you might see beautiful art, or maybe you might see dinosaurs. This is the outside of the museum, and this is the inside of the museum. Every building has a special job. What do these buildings do? When we're looking at these buildings, how about this one up here? What does that one do? And it looks like there's another store, and it looks like a car is filling up some gasoline. And we also have a lighthouse. I wonder what the lighthouse does, what their job is. The end. I hope you enjoyed that book, and that maybe while you're walking in your neighborhood, you can find different buildings too.